What's up, everybody? It's been a minute since I've been able to post a video like this on YouTube, but I feel like with everything that's going on that we just need to kind of pause for a moment and speak into a little bit of what's going on with COVID-19 and the coronavirus all across the world. It's been a crazy week for me. Specifically, I go to Johnson University, like I've told a couple of you all, and we actually got shut down until April 13th. We have to be out of the dorms by tomorrow. Hopefully we still get to come back. They still haven't made that decision yet, but as you can tell, we've taken stuff off the walls. A lot of things are starting to tear down. I got a mess on my desk back there, but it's just been a crazy thing. But one of the things that I've struggled with within the past week is this, the coronavirus outbreak. We see it all over social media. There's so many things going on, but one of the things that I hate seeing is, before 2020 started, it was the end of 2019. People were like, yes, it's a new decade. This is going to be awesome. We're going to be able to do a lot of cool things. I'm going to chase my dreams. I'm going to do a lot of awesome things in 2020. And then now that all this stuff is going on, it just seems like all that's been thrown out the door. That doesn't make any sense to me. Because a lot of chasing our dreams and a lot of doing what God wants us to do is all about our mindset. But at the end of 2019, everything was great. We're all excited. We're rushing in. We're bringing in this new decade. And then it gets to 2020 and Kobe Bryant dies. People say World War III almost started or whatever. And now we have the coronavirus, COVID-19 outbreak all across the world. And it kind of drives me insane to see people say, man, 2020 should be canceled. That drives me insane. It doesn't make any sense to me because we're literally just in March. There's still a whole year. So I'm here to tell you today, and I want to just kind of speak into this for a moment today because I feel like we need to do something different. We should be a people that has a different mindset despite the issues and despite what's going on in our world today. And here's the thing. This stuff is crazy. I might not be able to come back to finish out my senior year. I may not have graduation at the same time that I was supposed to. Everything in my life is shifting. I've got to still find a job. I've got to do all these things. I find a career, and all of it's just crazy. All of it is just insane. But if I live in that and I say that everything is just going to be awful this year, then I've already ruled out over 3/4 of the year. That's not okay. There's so many things that can happen within a day or a week or a month or whatever, and we've seen that throughout this past week, right? So many things have changed within the last week, and if we have a mindset that says, despite what's going on, I'm going to get things done no matter what, within a week, our lives can be completely different. If you want to write a book, this is the perfect time to write a book. If you want to get your homework done, this is the perfect time to get all your homework done so that you don't have to do it if you get to come back to school, or you can just get ahead early. Or if you have stuff at work that you need to get done. This is an opportunity for you to be able to get that stuff done. So see it more as an opportunity than a hardship. And I know that's not easy to understand. It's not an easy thing to say, everything in my life has completely shifted within the span of a week and probably will be shifted for the next couple of months. We don't know how long it's going to last. But I see this as an opportunity to get things done. And I think it's important to be able to see this as an opportunity to do something that you might not have had time to do, but it kind of forces us into our homes to be able to do whatever we want to do. So can we quit saying this stuff that 2020 should be canceled? Seriously, we have an opportunity to do something amazing. I have a feeling the world is going to completely shift after this happens. I believe the church is going to completely shift after this happens. And if we see it as an opportunity, then there's a chance that things might change in our lives. I don't want to go throughout the next month, whether we quarantine or what's going on. I don't want to go throughout the next month or next couple months just moping around doing nothing. I want to make it count, whether that is doing a lot of work, whether that is doing a lot of creative stuff or whatever, or maybe it's just taking a rest and taking a break. Because so many times we get so caught up in our world where we have to work and we have assignments and we have all these things that we have to get done, but we have an opportunity to take a break and rest in this moment. And how awesome is that we literally are forced to stop. The world is forced to stop. We're not missing anything that the world is doing. Like, the world is not going to run on past us because we have to take this break. Like, that's not what's going to happen. So it's time for us to rest. It's time for us to spend time doing things that we like. It's time for us to spend time with our family and our friends and having FaceTime calls and phone calls and all these things that we, maybe wouldn't have done or wouldn't have had the time to do or really probably wouldn't have even thought to do. This is the time for us to do that. So I just wanted to get on here today and just talk a little bit about what I've been seeing over the last week that kind of frustrates me, because I know that we have a bigger purpose than just saying, oh, this year's canceled. There's gotta be something in the midst of what's going on right now that we can learn as humanity and we can learn as individuals. We all have an opportunity to learn. It's just, are you gonna take it? Are you gonna take it and learn something through the midst of the pain and the struggle and the isolation? Trust me, I know this isn't easy. I've struggled so much because I have to leave my friends that I may not see again, because I may not be able to come back to college. I may not get to have my graduation, and there's just so much. I've got to find a job in the midst of all this. I'm sure hiring processes may take a little bit longer now, and there's just so much. I'm not saying that I'm not struggling with it, because I am. It's been really hard, but I just hate the idea of, oh, we got to cancel 2020. We got to cancel this year. We got to cancel this decade just because of things going wrong. If we did that in every single part of our lives, we would never move forward. We would never be able to do anything. We have to take hardships and learn lessons and do whatever we can to get through those. So I wanted to get on here and talk about that today. I hope that maybe this has kind of inspired you and helped you do something through the midst of this craziness, the coronavirus, COVID-19 stuff. So thanks for checking it out. I know it's been kind of a crazy week. I hope this will help you in some way, speak to your heart a little bit. And I have a lot of time to make videos now, so you'll probably be seeing maybe even more, but if not, you will continue to see the weekly videos. So thanks guys for watching. I hope it inspired you, and go out there and do something within the next week. Whether you're home or not, I will probably all be home at some point, but do something with your time. Don't waste it. Wait a second, I'm not done yet. I was actually just at lunch with my friends Morgan Cass and Kayla Sonor, and they gave me an idea. They actually told me about it earlier in the week, but I completely forgot. They said you should make a bucket list of things that you want to do over the next couple of weeks, whether that's read 2 or 3 books, or whether that's write a letter to 10 friends or whatever. But sit down and make a bucket list of 10, 15 things that you want to get done. That way you kind of have a set thing in mind so that you can check those off like a checklist. Usually for me, when I can check things off, it just seems a little bit better. So I was at lunch and I heard that, and I realized, oh, I need to add that into the video. That'd be really cool. Yeah, I did, and I hope that kind of helps you out. I hope that will inspire you to do something really cool over the next couple of weeks, and I'll see you next week.